feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be talking specifically about Hillary Clinton replacing President Joe Biden for the 2024 presidential ticket to run for presidency of the United States against a Republican opponent who is most likely will be Donald Trump. And so there's been talk lately, and I have talked about this prior on my channel, that President Biden's popularity and along with Kamala Harris is a very big issue and is not being taken seriously. Probably not by the administration itself, but most likely by the Democrats like Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin, who are practically running it for Joe Biden. And so a lot of people who I've known and people who are just strangers outright who voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are not happy with how they're performing currently with the current administration and how everything is currently going. And so with that sentiment among all party lines, all class lines, race, age, gender, you name it, there has been a common consensus there. Now, there are a few who say that he's doing a phenomenal job, which he is indeed. But there's common consensus here. Normally, that common consensus means that that is a popular opinion or popular thought. And so that needs to be paid more attention to. So recently on a news cycle, I put this video topic out on my channel for quite a long time. I just never got around to it. Then all of a sudden I show it on the news and people are asking Hillary Clinton if she's going to challenge Joe Biden for the presidency and run on her own terms, or even have Joe Biden step down and have her take his place. And so we're going to take a nice look at that in today's video. So everything will be timestamped in the description below. You can also find them as well in the comment section of this video. But anyway, this is being live streamed on January 19, 2021 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is actually ironic because normally on January 20th, it would be Inauguration Day when a new president comes in. So this would be very significant, and it just happened to be a coincidence that I'm doing it on today. And here are some quick disclaimers on your screen right now. This video is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. And I just want to let you guys know as well, if you are interested in checking out the two other videos that are featured in this video, you can find them in the description below as well. All right, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's begin. But anyway, so the reason why I wanted to show you that video was particularly because I specifically mentioned watching election night. Basically, what I want you to take away from it is the fact that I put "Here we go again" as the motto, because that was the motto that I saw. So it made the assumption that there was going to be a rematch, or going to be like another thing very similar to 2016. It's like a headache. Everyone just wants to get it done and over with. And also the fact that I talked and mentioned about Hillary Clinton type energy. And so that is very important, especially when reading today. And I wanted to include that. So I do hope you partly enjoyed that. But anyway, let's go on to the main part of today's video. Everything will be timestamped in the description below, along with these two videos that are featured in today's video. So let's jump into it. Okay, so first question that we're going to ask is this in any way related to the dream that I just showed my viewers about Hillary Clinton running? So let's take a quick look. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Now, if you are doing your reading with me, feel free to include what you're getting in the live chat or in the comment section below this video. Okay, so Spirit Angel, please tell me the dream that I just showed my viewers today, is that in any way related to assumptions and claims that Hillary Clinton might run in 2024 for President of the United States? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So, interesting. This one reading answered everything, really. All right. So, we have here the Hanged Man means no. So, no, the dream that I had is not related to Hillary Clinton running, right? Because this is my incumbent card, right? Now, this could mean two very different things. Now, this is a no normally. but that can change. So don't believe just that. So we have here, we have my incumbent card, right? The incumbent president on the throne. Basically, he is the position, the person in power, the person who's in charge, right? If it was reversed, it means this person is vacant, right? They're no longer in charge, but it's upright. So this is President Biden, right? He is the current president. We also have here as well the hanged man, which normally indicates no, but it's upside down. And this is like a revelation, a thought, right? It's just an empty thought at the moment. It can manifest into more, it can become fruition in some, so to speak. Hi, Second. How are you, love? So underneath this hanged man, we have Biden. And this could also mean how Biden leaves and how Hillary comes into the fold. Hi, Doris. What's up, love? And what we have here underneath the hanged man here, we have Biden. And this is my Biden card. And we see here he's surrounded by turbulence water. Water is very emotional. And people right now within the United States are very emotional. And especially with Pluto's return in the United States birth chart, it's going to get more chaotic, more emotionally. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. That's the best way to put it. And the question is, for a man of Biden's age, can he handle that, right? That is the question that's being asked here. And we have here tonight a cup. Now, this can mean two outcomes here. I see two outcomes from what this card can mean. So this is in the future aspect here. And the future aspect in this from the card is specifically indicating that Biden had two choices. He could either choose to walk away from the presidency and hand it over because he has the cup, right? The cup is an emotional cup as he resembles this, and said, all right, it's now my turn to hand the mantle over to the next generation, which will be Hillary Clinton. Right, that could be what this means. Or it could also mean as well is that no, I'm going to take it and I'm going to walk my way to victory again for re-election. So the question really here is, this is an open discussion. It's not set in stone because there's two outcomes here, and that's what my guys are telling me. So in some way, it's not related. My dream is not related, but in some way, it also is. So you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt and kind of ask yourself, what parts really fit that dream, or what parts really make sense, if you know what I mean. So let's go on to the next question. Now, if you want to know what other questions in this video are, it will be time stamped in the description below. If you want to jump to certain parts of the video. So, will Hillary Clinton be somebody's vice president pick? I talked about a Hillary Clinton being a Hillary Clinton energy being a vice president type pick. So I want to ask the question, will Hillary Clinton be a vice president in 2024? Will Hillary Clinton be vice president in 2024? Or like running to be vice president in 2024? Okay. Okay, this is chaotic. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here. And the Wheel of Fortune tells me that it's not in divine timing, which technically means that now that she has completed her cycle of letting Donald Trump be president, as that is part of her karmic energy to allow somebody to steal her presidency away from her, and to realize how much of a problem that really is and how much problem that can cause. And so now that she had completed her cycle, she went through her karmic journey. And so now what does it tell me here? This card is telling me that now it's an open book. There won't be any interference by the spiritual world or by the spiritual realm, which means that she is free to rewrite the course of history going forward, which means that she has a plausible chance to become president if she wanted to. Again, she has that option. We have here in the past, she was a magician, right? She had the ability. She was a spokesperson. She was not charismatic, because I would definitely say she's not that charismatic, but she was somebody who was seen as a powerful leader, someone with a lot of experience, someone with a lot of background. You kind of see here we have the wand, we have the cup, we have the wand, we have the pentacle, right? And so this talks about a lot of the multitude, even the sword as well. And so that talks about a lot of different things here and talks about experience. Underneath this Wheel of Fortune here, we have leave-in, right? This is the Eight of Cups. Now, this could technically mean that Biden has served under Barack Obama and that he's done and sick and tired of, being president because it's too tiring of a job, which it really is. It does age you a lot faster than any other jobs. And so he might actually leave. And for him, his body of 4 years could technically feel like his 8. And so Biden may actually have to walk away. Now the question remains is now will she be someone's vice president? And we have the Hermit card here. She is a very good potential outcome. She's a very good case, a very good candidate to be vice president. However, there is stigma about her being a vice president because of what happened in 2016, and they don't want her to be the reason why they lose once again. And so that is the card that I see here as well. And what I heard when I put the card down is that if anything, if Hillary was to be vice president, she will extend to the presidency. Basically speaking, that the president may pass away, may have to step down, may be removed from office, may die in office. And so what this means is she will extend to the presidency during that one term that she is vice president. And we have here as well, we have the chariot card here. This is around inauguration day. Right, and so what I see here is that she will be inaugurated. If she were to be vice president, she will be vice president. She has that potential, and she no longer has that hardship, that no longer that facing hardship of the karmic energy. She completed her cycle. She did her part, and so the thing is, the card that comes after this, like I said, she can rewrite American history in a way that she likes because her karmic journey has ended, which means that she is free to do whatever the hell she wants. And so that's why the chariot card comes here because she's vice president. She gets inaugurated. Then, then whatever happened with this president that she was running with, whatever happened, she no longer faces hardship and she becomes president because this is the White House card. Right, and that's what I see here. So, in the outcome of being vice president, she will extend to the vice presidency and to the president. So, now let's ask the next question. Will Hillary Clinton challenge Biden in the Democratic primary? So, let's ask. Okay, Spirits and Angel, tell me, will Hillary Clinton challenge Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, in the Democratic primary? Will Hillary Clinton challenge Joe Biden in the Democratic primary? Will she challenge Joe Biden? Okay. I'll take the cards. Let's see. So if Democrat hold 50-50 Senate, we have hateful ideology, President Lincoln. We have irresponsible leader, reverse. We have leans Republican. And then we have with trial, that's reverse. And so we have election margin, which is technically the margin here. All right. So, all right. So let's ask. So now the question that we're asking is, will Hillary Clinton challenge Biden in the Democratic primary? And so we have here the Democrats are holding, right? They hold on to one piece of the Senate. And so what I'm seeing here is that they either hold the Senate or they hold the House. But there is no way that I see right now with this current reading that the Democrats hold both houses. They're going to lose something. They're going to lose the Senate or the House of Representatives. Right? And so that's why it's called the 50-50 Senate. Because it's a challenge here. And actually, ironic enough, we also have Kamala Harris here with the unpopular leader. Now, Kamala Harris, I didn't use this photo. It's just the only one I had of her. And so I kind of put it on this. But anyway, besides the point, they're very unpopular, both Biden and Kamala. But that is because you also have to realize Biden and Kamala were not chosen because of their popularity. They were chosen because they were better than the other candidates. That's why. And so that's why they're unpopular as well. And so they have a lot to live up to because people only voted against them because of Trump. We also have here as well as we have President Lincoln. And Lincoln stands for unity, bringing a nation together. And so if she was to challenge Biden, she would challenge him on the unpopularity, the fact that they only able to hold one house out of the two. And we also have here, they also lose one to the Republican. So I assume here, based on this, that the Republicans win the House of Representatives while the Democrats end up winning the Senate, which is actually ironic because if we, the video that we did for the 2022 New Year prediction event, tarot card reading, we had this result, right? And the results came for January 22nd. We had 52 Senate seats for the Democrats and 48 for the Republicans, right? And so this is the first time in a very long time since August 21 of last year that we saw a Democratic victory in the Senate. And that changes with the House. And so the last time the Democrats were expected to win based on my results with the tarot cards, the last time that they were expected to win the House of Representatives was back in July. And so as of now, we see a Republican victory in the House of Representatives even in January. And so it is a very close margin nonetheless, but it is very significant. And so we also have here as well, we have the Electoral College margin. And so I'm going to try to ask my cards what specifically this means, because this is a very hard card to read, especially when challenging Biden. So, Spirit Angel, can you give me clarity? Will Hillary Clinton challenge President Biden in the primary? Okay. Because she has a very plausible case. We have the Hierophant, and that's reversed. And what this tells me here is that it's not the status quo. So it feels like in this case, this is an outsider. With Hillary Clinton is now the outsider as she no longer holds any political office. And so it's the moon, it's hidden. We don't know if she will challenge him. That's what my spirit guides are telling me here. That's what the tarot cards are saying, is that there's no definitive answer at this moment that she is going to challenge or not challenge President Biden for the primary. And so that leaves us with an open answer that it's not completely set in stone. All right, so the next part of the question is that, hold on, just letting this slide across the screen a little bit. Will President Biden and Kamala Harris move aside due to their unpopularity? So that's the next question that we should ask. Will President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris move aside to allow Hillary Clinton to take their place on the ticket? Okay, no. No, they will not. They will not do it. I think that's self-explanatory. Okay, so the next question. Will Hillary Clinton win the Democratic primary? If she was to win, it's going to be three parties. So it's going to feel like it's because of like what I said in the cow cards, right? We had the devil come up. This is also referring to the fact that there could be Biden and Kamala, and this could be her, or one of them, but it's going to be a three-party, which means that there's going to be a division within the Democratic Party, which means that that is going to be very damaging come the next election, which means that Donald Trump will have another edge, another boost, if this was to occur. Now, the next question is, will her opponent be Donald Trump for the presidency? Let's ask. Will Donald Trump be the opponent for the presidency of the United States against Hillary Clinton in 2024? That was quick. Yes. Yes, he will. So it will be a rematch. So we have here Donald Trump left in 2021. Right? Yeah, he left in 2021. And so this is the card that represents the past, right? Donald Trump won, he's president, he left. But he still has a very strong, powerful base, a very loyal base nonetheless, right? A very ferocious, very strong, very loud base. And because of it, he has the power to manifest. He has the ability to become president again. I told you that. He has the power to become the 45th president, the 47th president of the United States. And so Donald Trump does have that ability, and most likely than not, it looks like she is going to run against President Donald Trump if he was to run. And Hillary Clinton did indeed say that Donald Trump, if she was to run, she will run against him. So chances are she will run against Donald Trump if she was to announce her candidacy, which we'll find out this year. If not Trump, then who? We already answered that question, so it's Trump. Okay, so will she be able to win the presidency from Donald Trump? Now, that's another question that we should ask. Spirit saying will tell me, oh, look what's on the bottom. Will Hillary Clinton actually be able to have a viable chance to win the presidency against Donald Trump? Will she actually be able to win against Donald Trump? Okay. Oh boy. Will Hillary Clinton actually be able to win against Donald Trump in the presidency for the presidency in 2024? Will Hillary Clinton actually be able to have a viable chance to win against Donald Trump for the presidency in 2024? Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Last one. Okay, so we have a lot of cards here, so let's ask. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have the Nine of Wands here, right? And Nine of Wands kind of talks about mental stability, right? She so remembers what happened to her, and she does not want an embarrassment again. She does not want to experience what she had felt in 2016 with it being stolen from her when it was rightfully hers. We also have here as well as moving out of trouble to calm water. Right now, what the question of her asking is that will she be able to fight Donald Trump? And so, what she does have that she didn't have in 2016 is that she can say to the American people, say, listen, I was right. I told you that Donald Trump would not be able to deal with an election loss if he was to ever lose. And so she has a lot of things that she could have said. She said Donald Trump is very bad with diplomacy. She could have caused World War III, which he indeed did. He mishandled the health crisis. There's so many things that she could say. So she had the high advantage here. And the difference between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump in 2016 is that Donald Trump had no record except his business record. Now in 2024, Hillary Clinton can attack him based on his record as president of the United States, the highest office in the land, where she was only a senator, with meaning that it would drown out anything that she did. And because people already know who Hillary Clinton is, meaning that they were more likely to pass anything that Donald Trump already said in 2016, meaning that she had no more skeletons to hide because that he revealed all of them. So people already know who she is and they know what they're getting. Very similar to the way people did with Donald Trump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the Seven of Swords here, right? And the Seven of Swords here talks about seven swing states in particular. Seven swing states, particularly, could be infected by foreign interference. And so, what this could mean here is that we're asking whether or not she will be able to win. As of right now, I see she has a very strong advantage in terms of her talking points. But in terms of foreign interference, it seems like that will be a major obstacle that she will have to overcome. And we also have here as well the Hanged Man, but it's in reverse this time. And we kind of see here this new revelation, this new energy, this new idea. And what I can tell you, in case you have forgotten what Hillary Clinton looks like, I'll send you a quick picture. Right? If you look at her, she's her aura, excuse me, her aura is changed. Her energy around her has changed, meaning that she is attracting better and good things. Whereas when she was like younger, she was attracting more negative energy. So I can definitely say that as time went on, her aura definitely did indeed change. And we had that here, right? The new Hanged Man. This is particularly referring to the fact that she is going to be bringing in people that who never would have voted for her in the first place. People who would have never given her a chance in 2016 would have given her a chance in 2024. So I knew the card was going to show up eventually. And here's my Hillary Clinton card. Right, we have Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump during the debates in 2016. That's reverse. And so the card that was upright we had here is 320 to 356 electoral votes, the 217 to 233 electoral seats. I mean, House Representative seats. So if she was to win, she'll win by that margin. She'll also win by this margin as well. So regardless of what way the card is, it's still a high margin, a better margin than Donald Trump, regardless, and Joe Biden. We also have here is we have the witch trial, right? Falsely accused, but that's not true. And actually, ironic enough, this card shows up again. I don't know what the card means in this particular regard, but it could mean how much Donald Trump loses by, how much she loses by. So I don't know exactly what that means. Now that 0 to 13 could just be a popularity stress, and that she's approved among the American people by 13% over Donald Trump, like she was in 2016. We do have here older voters, the people who voted for her for based on LGBT rights and stuff like that, has saw her loss in 2016. A lot of them weren't able to vote. A lot of them are going to come out and vote, and particularly in favor of her. However, what I will say though is that if she was to run, it will be an it will be a timeline change in a different direction, meaning that our timeline as we know it today will currently change. Like I just told you earlier, Hillary Clinton has the ability to change and alter the direction of the United States. And the reason for that is that the United States and Hillary Clinton, the reason is that Hillary Clinton can't become president and totally screw over all the other people who were supposed to be president in this timeline. And the reason for that is that she already finish her karmic lesson, which means that she can write her own story, her own movie if she wanted to, which is why this is a very plausible outcome. And the card that comes up is the reality card, understanding time, the Mandela effect, multiverse, man-made, time travel, Nicholas Tesla. Now, we talked about this before, that I actually said this before as well on my channel when I first started, that actually when Hillary Clinton was running in 2016, I saw her as president of the United States, her winning. But potentially in that outcome, in that world where we saw it during 2016, what we were actually seeing, there's two possible outcomes: that she actually won in 2016 and that the time changed due to foreign interference, or the second one is that we were all seeing in the, far ahead into the future because she was running again in 2016, and so we remembered in our brain that she won in 2024, but we remembered it in 2016 and couldn't make sense of the time difference. That's what that could be as well. But regardless of what it is, there is going to be an alteration of time. And we do have here domestic terrorist attack, but it's reverse. It's not domestic, it's a terrorist attack. And so that could very well be that this could be a planned attack. It could be one of those Pluto return type events. So would not be out of the question that it cannot occur. It most likely will be, and it's most likely probably will happen as of right now for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so the next question that we're going to ask is, we only have two more questions and then I'll end the live, I promise you. All right, so does she have a better shot at winning the White House in 2024 than President Biden or Kamala? I feel like that is the question that's on a lot of our minds now. Is that, can she actually do better than Biden and Kamala? Now, based on what we've read so far with electoral votes and stuff, we saw a higher margin for both Donald Trump and Biden from her. So meaning that she can do better. She can do better. Now the question is, we're going to ask it more specifically. So let's see what the cards have to say. If you guys are reading, let me know if your pendulum tells you that she's might run. Will she considering it and stuff like that? I'm curious to see what you see. Okay, so Spirits and Angels tell me, does Hillary Clinton have a better shot at winning the White House in 2024 than Biden or Kamala? Does she have a better shot at winning the presidency than Biden or Kamala? Okay, I heard third time's the charm. Okay, we'll see what that means in a moment. Okay. Okay, I have to flip it this way. Okay, one here. That doesn't give me an answer. Will Hillary Clinton have a better shot at the presidency than Biden and Kamala Harris? Does Hillary Clinton have a better shot at winning the presidency by a bigger margin than Biden and Kamala Harris? Okay, we'll use these. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Does she have a better shot? So the first card we have here is the Five of Pentacles, right? If you think about it, it's actually been about 5 years since Hillary Clinton lost the election or was supposed to be president. And so this is the Five of Pentacles card, and it talks about the Great Depression, times of hardship, and in need of dire leadership. But in this case, it tells me that she lost the election. She was supposed to win, but she ended up losing. This is what the card resembles. This is why it's in the past. We have here right now, she's done with her karmic energy. Her karmic story has ended, which means she can rewrite it in any way she likes, which is why this card is reversed. And the card that follows is the Three of Swords, which is mental stability, healing of the heart. I feel like to me that she still has a little bit of healing that she needs to do in her heart. And because of that is that she feels in some way or some form that she feels heartbroken, really, is what this is. Like, she feels heartbroken. And that we don't know exactly what it is that she knows, but she's heartbroken about something. And this is very devastating if she was to do this. It will be very heartbreaking for her. We do have here, but she's going to do the right thing, and she's going to do what she feels is best for her own country. We have here, after what she saw occur with the January 6th event occurring, she's realized how much she's really needed and how much things could have been had she fought sooner, had she fought more. We have here the Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Wands, excuse me. And so that's reversed. And what it tells me here is the fact that she's no longer going to allow all these burdens to push her, to hold her back. I feel like when she was doing it, she was doing it in the rightful place of, being seen as presidential, conceding the election, even though you might have known that you've been stolen from. And so I feel like she had a lot of thoughts in her brain. I feel like she's matured so much that she's not going to give out without a fight. She's not going to go down without a fight. And we have here the Star card. This is the Presidency card, the U.S. Presidency, the Oval Office particularly. And this is reversed. She wants to do whatever it is in her power to not allow Donald Trump to go back into office. Right, this is the Donald Trump card, and this is the presidency. She wants to do whatever she can to prevent this guy from going back into office. Well, she definitely can, and he definitely had the chance at it. And I told you guys this before. We have here American ideology, right? American ideology still lies within democracy. But what also lies behind this is election fraud, right? But it says here, no fraud. Right? And so what this means here is it tells you is the fact that with this no fraud here, it tells you that the fact that Donald Trump might be pushing this idea of the big lie, and with Hillary Clinton on the ticket, it's going to make it feel as if, oh, the lie doesn't really exist because he beat her once, or he's going to beat her again. Not the mentality among these people. We have here gun control, a Second Amendment AR-15 gun rights, right? And the reason why this card shows up is very important and very significant. I do feel like there's going to be a lot more rallies, particularly dangerous rallies involving weapons. Potentially what we saw in Charlottesville, but back when Donald Trump first became president. But it's going to be like Charlottesville, but on crack, with a mixture of like Black Lives Matter, during that whole month of like protests and stuff like that, with also a mixture of January 6th. So what's going to occur is that it's going to be more chaotic, something that we've never seen before. We have your trouble ahead. That's reversed, right? And so the trouble ahead is actually an October surprise. And it's October surprise, right? The reason why the card is actually here is actually because of Hillary Clinton. It's called October surprise because when things occur that's during the month of October prior to the election to sway the vote in favor of one candidate than the other by revealing damning evidence prior to the election. For example, FBI opening up the investigation back into Hillary Clinton's email right before the 2016 election. That's an October surprise. We have here as well, we have unexpected result on the side, it's reversed. And we have here popular leader. Potentially one of them is going to be more popular than the other. And this card comes out again. We also have here domestic terrorist attack. But I did talk to you earlier in the video. We talked about a terrorist attack occurring. So it does feel like that big thing that I said here could be a terrorist attack, but it could also be domestic. So that's what I'm seeing here. I don't know if you guys get any of this stuff. I'm curious to see what you guys get. And the last thing is that can she actually win in all honesty, Spirit? Let's ask. So I really want to know, in all honesty, does she actually have the ability to win? Just raw, just give it to me raw, okay? Just don't sugarcoat it. Just if out of any possibility, possibility in any outcome, Spirits and Angel, in any multiverse reality, can Hillary Clinton win? Okay, so it gave me a couple outcomes. So it gave me an outcome. Yes, she did win in one outcome. She did win, and she won outright. She won all three, both the House, the Senate, and the White House, all in one, the trifecta. We have here, there was an outcome where she lost by big margin. We have here another outcome where she went comfortably, probably within like 350 range. And then we also have here an outcome, what's one that we experienced, which is a very, very competitive election. So it tells me here in 4 different realities in which she runs in. The one that we thought was this one. But out of these 3 realities, Spirits and Angels, what won't be the likely one if she was to run again in 2024? What outcome will be the most likely one? So the better the card, the best card that lands on one of the cards here will be the one that's the outcome. Okay. Okay. Okay, one more card, please. Okay, I think we have a clear winner. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups here, which is the landslide. The Devil card, no. No landslide, not this reality. We have here losing by big margins. We have here the Lovers card, no. This will not be the reality for us. We have here as well, we have the Two of Pentacles, the competitive race like 2016. Unlikely, but not impossible, right? But the most likeliest outcome, if she was to run in 2024, will be the Temperance card, which is comfortably within 350 electoral votes or within that margin range, kind of like what Obama got in like 2008 to 2012. And we have here is we also have the Queen of Wands, which is the Hillary Clinton card in this case, because it's a woman and she's on the throne for president. So out of any possibility, this would be her likely outcome in 2024. So can she win? Yes, she can be win. Can Donald Trump beat her? Yes, she can. So the question that remains is, I guess we just wait and see. But anyway, guys, I do hope you guys liked today's video. It will be edited because we have some quick embarrassment moments early in today's video. But I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And don't forget to comment below what your favorite color is. Until next time, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.